Oh, fuck.
Spilled a little bit on the keyboard.
Spilled a little.
Yeah. Not too bad. Hey.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Spilled kind of a lot. You talk. I'm grabbing a napkin.
Okay. Yeah, this is concept something 11. Yeah, I'm Nathan, and Ryan's running around.
I'm Ryan. I made it.
And we're still in lockdown. So, what have you been doing with this time in lockdown, Ryan?
I have been staying home. I have left my house. I think I was counting it like honestly, like leaving my house to go like do other stuff like twice in a month. No, actually 3 times, because right now we're actually together, and just so you know, we are keeping our 6 feet distance.
Yeah.
If you're with the government, we're keeping our 6 feet distance, and we're calling it good there. That's it.
Yeah. I think I've left my house, I think in the past 6 weeks, maybe 4 times. Haven't driven my car. This is the first time driving in a month and a half.
Oh,
dude, it is weird. It was scary for a second.
So yeah, we're in our studio right now, and I drove 2.5 hours to get here.
I drove like 40 minutes.
Dude, it took me so long today.
Oh, did you forget how to get here?
I had to think about it, and like, since like I really haven't driven, like I've driven like twice or 3 times like before today.
Yeah.
And it felt weird driving, like especially 2.5 hours. I'm like, this is longer than what I have driven in the entire span of the quarantine so far.
Yeah. I went, and I never moved my car or like started my car or anything like that, even during the quarantine, basically since I got home from spring break. So I never needed to touch it. When started, was happy it started, and then went to go back out of my driveway, and the brakes were like stuck together, like the brake pad and
the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel.
The wheel brake. Bearing. The wheel.
Whatever the road.
Wheel.
There's the rotor. No. There's
wheel.
There's the brake pad. Okay.
The brake. Yeah, the brake pad.
And then whatever hits, whatever it pushes
axle.
On. The tire. It's just rubbing on the tire, trying to make it stop.
Rubber on rubber.
Yes. And then tires are obviously a lot thicker than the brake pad, so that's why you replace brake pads a lot sooner than you do tires.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I never moved my car, and they were just stuck together. So I go throw in reverse, it's not going. So I go hit the gas a little bit, and I just hear like 4, and it was so satisfying just hearing that. But then when I was like braking for the first couple times, you could feel where it got stuck, because it was like you could hear it going like wow 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 wow.
So it's like particles that were stuck onto it still.
Basically,
like it was rubbing it off.
Yeah, like to where it was like uneven, I think, from the rust, and like where I don't know how it got stuck, but it got stuck.
That's interesting. My car didn't. I mean, I did drive my car a few times. Took my car. I bought this car 3 years ago now. I think 4. Yeah, I think I bought my car 3 years ago. Yeah. And it's never been like cleaned. Like I've never had like a detailing of it.
Okay.
Like even when I bought the car was not detailed when I bought it, so it's not like clean when I bought it. First detail I've ever got, and boy is it it's like brand spanking new. My 2012 Ford Focus SE hatchback.
I sat down in my car, looked around, didn't clean like anything from spring break either, which like it wasn't too messy or anything. You could just like tell that people were actually sitting in the seats.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the dashboard and everything, so dusty. I was looking at it when I was driving, and I was like, I probably should clean this, but I just don't want to.
Dude,
I'll get to it eventually.
It's super satisfying seeing a clean car though.
It is.
Like you just sit in it. It's like, man, I hope this ain't just. Now I don't want to drive people around because it's like so clean.
That's why I'll never want to live on a dirt road. Because like I'll go home and wash my car, and then the second you take it out of your driveway, it's gonna be dirty.
Well, don't go like 50 miles an hour. If you go like 15, like you're fine.
Well,
That's
it's still
what I
gonna
do.
get a little dirty.
No, that's what I do. I go like 15 miles an hour. I live in a dirt road.
Dude, I like going fast though. I like going
Super
fast.
I am speed.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Dude, I'm kind of annoyed that Fast and Furious, they delayed it. But did you see the trailer for it, the new one?
I have
like,
not.
I think it's like Fast 9?
Fast 9?
Is it Fast 9 or Fast 10?
Dude, they're getting super lazy with names. But I found a meme recently, and it's like all about like the quarantine and lockdown and like parodying the Fast and Furious. So it's like, imagine waiting for lockdown to end and we get hit with these next. Lockdown 2. 2 lock, 2 down. Lockdown Tokyo Drift. Lock and the down. Lock 6. Down 10. Just sequels to the lockdowns, but just in the terms of the Fast and Furious movies. Like, it's honestly, if you think about the names of those movies in the sequels, it's kind of dumb. The Tokyo Drift one is the only one I personally think had the good sequel name out of all the other movies.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the list of them right now. That is not what?
What's the
That's
name?
fake.
There's
There's one that's not.
What's the name of it?
Better Luck Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I love the Better Luck Tomorrow Fast and Furious movie. Whatever that was.
It might have been like a trailer for. I don't know what that is, honestly.
But I think my favorite Fast and Furious movie, Fast 5, when they introduced The Rock as a new character.
Yeah.
Great part. Like, just the chemistry of that entire movie was amazing. Best one out of the series. Out of the never stopping series that they are doing.
Yeah. All right, so here are all the movies in order. The Fast and the Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Mm-hmm.
Fast and Furious. That's in Spanish. I don't know what that says. Fast 5. Fast and Furious 6. Furious 7. Fate of the Furious. See what they did there with like Fate and 8.
Oh my god, I just understood that.
Did you actually?
I didn't realize. Was that actually like the
Yeah.
reason they did that?
Yeah, because on the movie poster it has F and then 8.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And then Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, which I saw that and that was decent. And then on Google, when you search Fast and Furious series, it literally just says F9. So I think it's just called Fast and Furious 9.
And the next will be the F100, F150. It's just gonna be trucks.
Ford F-150.
That's exactly what I thought of. I'm like, they're starting to be sponsored by Ford now.
Didn't they get sponsored?
By Ford?
No.
No.
The cars in general.
Oh, what they would have to. What car company would not want to be sponsored by them? They should add the Cybertruck by Tesla in one of the movies.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
That'd be awesome. Like, just the whole squad rolling up with the Cybertrucks.
So they're gonna be like all souped up and look crazy. Someone's gonna have that motorcycle or the ATV.
Dystopian future.
Yeah. Okay, but back to the trailer. So I feel like they literally ruined the entire movie in the trailer.
Dude, so many movies do that. I hate watching trailers now because if it's an American movie, the trailer will 100% spoil the movie.
Yeah.
Most of the time. I'd say I'll take 90% of the time the movie is spoiled based off the trailer. Sometimes companies do trailers right.
Yeah. The trailer was I think 4 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
And it went through literally the entire movie. So there are a couple big things that are big reveals that could happen. And they literally just they play their hand right there. So John Cena's in it. pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
No, another big muscular guy in it. That's cool.
You like the muscular man?
Yeah, and someone's got to compete for the Rock's job.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he's getting lazy. Sitting up there all jacked and everything. No.
He's about to be a pebble compared to John Cena.
Do, 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 do. Blah, blah, da, da. Yeah, so John Cena's in it.
You can't
And
see me.
They literally say, Dom, it's your brother.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, well, there goes that reveal. And then at the end of the trailer, they're all standing in a room looking at each other like they normally do when they plan these things out and talk for like a half hour, making like pretty bad jokes. And they're like, we're going to need a bigger team. And guess who walks out from the shadows? Mr. Tokyo Drift himself, Han. He's not dead. He's alive. Where's he been all these years? I don't know. He's alive, though.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, I've seen this trailer, too, now like that you mention it. And I thought it was the dumbest thing. Like, they literally removed... Like, or they never removed, but they, like, showed all probably the best parts of the movie. That's probably what they did. They showed all the best parts.
I think that's the only way they could actually get people to go and see it.
What if this is actually a ploy and the movie's completely different than the trailer?
If it is, hats off to them.
Because don't companies do that sometimes where they show things in trailers that actually don't happen in movies?
Yeah. Transformers was a big one.
Oh, Avengers did that too.
Yeah.
I know, like, Avengers, like, for Endgame and things like that, for the fight scenes, they added in characters that actually weren't there. And it's smart.
I honestly don't remember that trailer at all. Actually, I kind of remember a little bit.
I know the main part that they changed was, like, the Wakanda battle. They put everyone there in the battle scene. They CGI'd them in, when in fact they were all separated. Remember, so they were trying to do different things, like different stones.
For Endgame or for
Endgame. Yeah, remember with the battle for Wakanda when they had like the force field up over Wakanda and there was the alien things trying to get in?
No, that's Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Okay, sorry. That's why you had me confused. I was like, when did they go to Wakanda in that?
I'm confusing myself.
Yeah.
The first Avengers, or not the first of the last Avengers. Yeah, Part 1 of the finale.
Are you okay?
Dude, I am having a brain fart.
Dude, okay, so I feel like not talking to people at all, like during this lockdown. Like I've seen outside of my family, maybe like 5 or 6 other people, if that.
Like he goes outside, he sees no one. He thinks everyone else is dead.
Yeah, no, I don't have object permanence at all. So like if it's out of sight, I think it's gone forever.
He can only see 6 feet in front of him, so
yeah,
he won't know he's in the safe radius until he's too close.
Whoa, get out of here!
Where'd you come from?
You walked at me. No, you walked into my eyesight.
You walked into my 6-foot bubble.
Yeah, no, I feel like I've just learned to like stop. No, I've lost the ability to talk to people. Like, literally, like my brain just stopped working.
Just like now.
Yeah. Like I'll use like all the wrong words and don't know where I'm going with anything, which makes it really tough during presentations. But
this is what it's like using 100% of the human brain capacity. You're too smart, Nathan.
Dude, if I was using 100% of the brain, ooh.
Big brain time.
Yeah, we'd be making money moves.
Well, okay, if let's just say hypothetically you were using 100% of your brain, what would you be doing?
Probably learn to program.
Learn to program. You've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Learning to program and code.
Oh, to program and code. Good job. That's
why? Were you thinking I was saying like learning program?
Like he wants to learn program like when you go to the opera, the program for the opera.
No, I don't lay those out more efficiently. See how much wasted paper there is? There's 2 sides, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Exactly.
You expect me to flip a page? Nuh-uh.
Put everything on one page. Easy.
Yeah. 5 years down the road, someone's gonna come to me and be like, "It's a piece of paper, but they fold it in half." And I'm like, "Oh, dude, that's groundbreaking."
Dude, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
I was using 100% of my brain. I'd even think of that. Are you using
It's
120?
I am your brain. And then I'm gone. I'm out. That's it. That's how I go out.
There's no better life than that. Like you just call it quits once you figure out how to lay out the best program. You know how many jobs you get? You get so many job offers. You know how people are looking for good programs? At least 3 people. At least 3.
Yeah. You know how many people go to the opera?
At least
Not
5.
that many. Not that many.
Do they still do the opera? Like, where do they do the opera at, actually?
Sydney Opera House. That's it. That's the only place they can do it.
It's illegal to do it anywhere. Yeah. It's a war crime if you do it anywhere in the Sydney Opera House.
Sydney Opera House copyrighted the word opera.
So, if you're doing quote unquote opera somewhere else other than the Sydney Opera House, you have to call it. What would one call it? High pitched screaming? It'd be screaming scening. Screaming scening. That's what opera is, basically, right? You're basically screaming, but you're making beautiful voices.
It's pretty screaming.
I should do the opera. I can scream pretty.
Can
pretty?
you?
I didn't scream pretty.
I think every time I picture an opera, I picture, like, you know, the J.G. Wentworth?
J.G. Wentworth.
877 cash now.
877 cash now.
Where's the dude in, like, the Viking hat?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, whoa, whoa. And he does, like, the song and everything. Because, yes, opera people need what, I don't even know what
Viking hats. They need Viking hats.
No, I don't even know what the commercial was for. It's like,
it's called, you call them for cash. Called J.G. Wentworth.
Yeah.
877 cash now because they give you cash now.
And then you have to pay it back later.
Oh, they've helped thousands. They'll help you too. One lump sum of cash they will give to you.
Give me $1 million. Sir, we can't do that. What do you mean?
Dude, I wonder if anyone else remembered that commercial because for some reason that whole like quote popped in my. They did good marketing because really that stuck with me. If I need cash now, I'm gonna call J.G. Wentworth.
I'm not gonna call them.
I'm gonna call J.G. Wentworth.
No, because no.
Mm-hmm.
Are you though?
Yeah.
You're not gonna like go to your parents or anything, or like go to like be like, hey.
No, sorry parents, I'm going to J.G. Wentworth. Cash now.
He's always been a real father figure to me.
Ever since my childhood, I just remembered the smiling face of the Viking boy on the commercial. It touched me deep.
He was pretty happy.
He touched me deep.
He touched you?
Deep.
Do we have to tell someone?
I can't talk about it. In order to get this cash, I signed a non-disclosure agreement.
So you're not gonna say anything?
Other than I get my cash now.
Well, after you get the cash.
I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Maybe if you know a lawyer I can call.
Yeah.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Wait, so you were saying why would I do like programming and coding and stuff?
Yeah.
I would just make the best supercomputer ever. It's like, what is it? What's the IBM? Watson?
I'm not sure. You know what you should do with that supercomputer? Teach it how to play Club Penguin and create a Club Penguin empire. That's what I would do with it. I feel like there's nothing better you can do. Who cares about money when you can play Club Penguin with the most powerful computer ever created?
Yeah, it's Watson.
Okay, it's Watson.
Yeah. I would just make it like Watson 2.0 and make him feel super inferior because he will be.
Or you name it after Club Penguin. I'm just saying.
If I remembered anything from Club Penguin, I would shout out that place, but I don't.
Dude, I remember playing it. I remember
Iceberg. I remember that. I remember the secret agent club.
There was
thing.
like the
that
dance
was sick.
floor.
Yeah, the club.
I remember, Webkins.
Dude, Webkins were legit.
I had so many Webkins. Like I literally had, I think, probably 5 webkins, and they all had like you can put the house or the rooms next to each other, and
Yeah.
I did that. I had no other friends, but that's what I did.
I think I had 5 or 6.
The one I remember most is the tree fraud one. I had like the red eye green tree fraud
Yeah.
webkins. That was my favorite one. I'm like, this is sick.
Yeah, I had an English bulldog, or like a bulldog. That was my first one. That one was cool. And then I think I had a black lab and black lab and a chocolate lab. And then a tiger. And I
You
don't
actually
remember the other
remember
ones.
all of them?
I remember some of them. Because, okay, there was a store pretty close to my house, probably like 5 minutes away. And, like, they sold them. So, like, me and my friends, when we hung out, we would go with, like, his parents or, like, my parents when they went to the store. And we'd always ask to go there just to see what they have.
And you bought webkins.
We wouldn't buy them because they were, like, expensive when
So
we were
you'd
really
steal
young.
them.
No. But we'd be like, oh, they have this one. That's cool.
Nice.
But they, I don't know. All they had was like the dog ones.
What's the point of the webkins? Like I don't remember what I remember the game. I remember when you loaded up your webkins into like the website. I think you put in your QR code or some code.
Yeah, the codes.
They sold with, and you put it in a room. I remember that's all I remember is your webkins had its room.
Yeah.
What you did after that, I do not remember. Like, was it literally just a digital animal?
Yeah,
And they were
yeah.
expensive too, weren't they? Like $10, $20?
I want to say they're like 20 or 30.
Was it? It might have been $20 for literally a stuffed animal. You were
Yeah.
paying $20 for.
Well, they
stuffed
were also
animal.
good made stuffed animals.
Yeah, but dude, come on, $20.
Yeah.
And basically, it was free for them to do the coding online.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, yeah, I still have the
still-
tiger. The tiger I still have in my house.
I
That
might
seems
have
like a
mine
good
somewhere.
one.
Actually, I'm gonna try to see if I can like pull them up because I think I know a drawer that they might be in my
Yeah.
house.
I don't know what happened to the other ones, but I know. Yeah, I know that I have the tiger. It literally sits on my bed at home. It's pretty cool.
Dude, those are good times.
Yeah.
Those are innocent times. Being kids,
Dude,
going home
silver
after
time.
school, plugging in the webkins. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Club Penguin. What were the other games we played back then?
That was like elementary time. Yeah,
I think it was
don't
elementary
remember.
times. I don't remember. I think the only thing else I did was play like Pokemon. Oh, no.
What?
Roller Coaster Tycoon and Zoo
Oh
Tycoon.
yeah, and Sims,
I
the
didn't-
original Sims.
I did not play Sims.
Oh,
ever.
I did. I played Sims and Sim City. Those games were so good.
Dude, but Roller Coaster Tycoon, like I actually a week ago from now, I was going through a bunch of drawers in my house because it's the quarantine. I'm bored. And I found the old, really thick box that had the one disc for Roller
Yeah.
Coaster Tycoon.
I don't know why they made those. Made
Like,
the,
they were
the boxes
massive.
like that. Yeah, because we have one like that for Lego Star Wars, the original saga. So
For the
it's like
computer?
it's New Hope and all the way through Return. Yeah, it's for the computer, and
They
What
made
do
them
we- yeah.
massive.
yeah, it's like a DVD box, except for like 3 of them put together for no reason.
It's like a VCR box. If any of
Actually,
the
yeah.
listeners know what that is.
Yeah,
But one thing I've never understood too is like, if you think about it, back in the day when you wanted to play video games on your PC, you would have to go to the store and buy it. Now we can just go on Google and buy any game you want.
yeah, or Steam and
crazy.
stuff like that. Yeah, like I bought FIFA for my laptop. Awesome, great game.
Like, oh, on your laptop?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like literally because my brother got it for Christmas for PS4, and I was like, okay, this actually looks fun again. And like the last one we got was like FIFA 15.
Dude, it's
So
all
been,
the
like-
same game though.
I know, that's why we haven't bought it in forever. Cause like
You can play one game and be fine with it.
yeah, but I was like, I haven't played this in forever. Like I love FIFA in general,
Mhm.
regardless of the year. So I was like, okay, we haven't had it like an updated one in like 5 years. So I was like, might as well get it. And like they have made changes to the game, and like it's noticeable in like the mechanics and everything. Like they always change like shooting mechanics and stuff like that. But like even just having an updated roster of like hey, I watched this guy on TV. It's always cool.
That's kind of cool. I mean, I feel like the main thing that changes between games then and now for like FIFA or the
Like 2K
NBA,
or yeah.
like those games is like it's just the graphics. I feel like what else changes? Like because it technically the game can't change because right, it's like you've played soccer the same way for 100 years. You played basketball the same way for 100 years. You can't really change a game because it's based off of a physical game.
Yeah. And I think especially if you're like big into like playing online against people, you always like end up having to go to the newer version because everyone migrates to the new one. You're like, okay, well, no one's playing this one anymore. So
what
I
if
kinda
people
have
just
to.
stopped migrating?
Let's
There you
just
go.
take it to them.
I know, right? I feel that'd be smart.
It would be, but I don't know, trying to get enough people to actually do that to where it affect it would be almost impossible.
So I just like the thing that's like different about like for example that than like for example you give it like Call of Duty, which Call of Duty is very similar to this. It's in a similar case, right? Where it's similar gameplay and style, but the only thing different is like maps.
Yeah.
Literally, if you think about it, it's that same game except different maps.
Because haven't they stopped doing a campaign for?
I don't think they stopped doing campaign. I mean, that's also different. I mean, I'm more of a multiplayer person though. I mean, the campaign's cool. But like the campaign, I feel like the best campaign ever, I think, was Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
The first Black Ops with
completely
Mason,
agree.
right? What are the numbers, Mason? What do they mean? That guy?
Yeah.
Was that the first
I
Black
don't
Ops?
know.
I'm thinking about?
I've played bits and pieces of it. I never owned it. Parents never let me
That
have
one,
it. Have it.
whatever one had soap in it. That might be Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 1. I don't know. Black Ops 1 was a great game. Black Ops 1 and 2 were both great games.
Yeah. And then after that, they just started making the same game over and over again, kind of.
They all had exosuits. I hated that.
Yeah.
I hate it so much.
I understand why you'd want to go to the future, like, in terms of gameplay and, like, stuff like that. Especially because I think around that time, Titanfall was pretty big.
Yeah.
So, Titanfall, you could, like, run on the walls and
Titanfall did it right,
parkour
though.
and everything. Yeah.
Because you had giant mechs that you could battle. That was the best part. Not running on walls, but the best part was battling each other with giant fucking robots. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And the game was flawless. Like, I feel bad for Titanfall 2 because it was... I had that game and it was amazing. But the issue with that game is they released it in between a Call of Duty game and I think... what's the other...
Halo?
No, not Halo, but the other... The war game.
Oh, Battlefield.
Battlefield. They released it between Call of Duty and Battlefield. Literally, it was like the week in between, so it got shadowed.
Yeah.
It was but the game was flawless. But since it got shadowed, they lost a bunch of money and they couldn't do the third one. I felt bad.
Yeah, that always sucks. Which, especially companies that are like huge in the industry, like dropping big name games.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those are things that you should be able to look out for as a game developer, or like even whenever it's released.
I don't know what they were thinking, dude.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, like these two big games are coming out. Let's wait for them to get out. Or even like maybe even jump the gun and be like, okay, we're gonna get out before these guys, so that people buy our game first, and then they're like, oh, okay, these games are coming out though. Or
I think it's better to release
it
it first.
Yeah.
Because then you get people buying yours, and then they might not buy the others because they like yours better.
Yeah.
Just Titanfall did gaming really right.
Yeah. I've never played that one.
Honestly, by me talking about it right now, I kind of want to like play it again this summer.
Dude,
get back into it. I know my Xbox is here, so I might actually get into it.
Yeah, now's the time. During this whole the whole lockdown or quarantine or whatever, I feel like everyone's been like, oh, like it's time to self improve and really like do whatever with all this free time. I feel like there's not really much of an increase for free time right now.
I mean, for me, everything's online. I'm working remotely online. I have classes online. So literally my schedule has not changed except I'm not leaving my house. That's the only thing that's different.
Yeah. I don't. Mine's just like, okay, I'm gonna either dedicate more time to homework, which some days that happens, and some days it clearly does not.
I personally, I'm telling you right now, my mom may be listening to this right now, but
Does
I
she
am
listen
not
to this?
dedicating more time. I don't know. She might.
Probably not.
She might. I don't know. But Mom, I'm sorry, but I'm not dedicating more time. I'm probably playing video games more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not drinking more though.
Dude, I think I've had, over the entire quarantine, I think I've had one beer.
Oh, I've had like 10.
Yeah, no, no, I've had 2.
2 beers.
Yeah, had 2 on my birthday, and that was it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was your birthday. We did a Zoom meeting for your birthday.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, are you gonna like do something like after? Dude, by the time we get out of this, I'm not gonna care.
I don't even know if my birthday will be.
No, you're fine.
Dude, I don't know how long this will last.
I'm hoping like by like maybe end of June, July or something like that. That'd be awesome.
I'm really hoping by the end of May. For the
Oh, yeah.
sole reason because I have a family vacation in June for my mom's 60th birthday.
Oh,
we
nice.
we rented a. Honestly, it's pretty much, it's not like a mansion, but it's pretty much like a mansion on a beach in Florida where we're bringing like our first generation family to. My aunts, uncles,
Nice.
brothers, sisters, things like that to this trip. And it's in I can't remember the exact island it's on, but
Marcos Island?
it's on the west side.
Yeah.
And on the Gulf side. I don't
Yeah.
think it's Marcos, Cape. It starts with C.
Canaveral.
I don't know.
I don't even know where Cape Canaveral. I know that. I know.
I don't
that
know. You
name.
start talking. I'm gonna look this up because I'm actually really curious.
Dude, I'm just hoping that that our trip to Ecuador in August doesn't get canceled at all.
Yeah, I want to talk about that in the next episode because
Yeah.
we have a lot to talk about for that. Hey, just so you know, little spoiler: the next episode we're gonna be talking about a trip we have planned to Ecuador. So.
Oh, okay.
We are.
It's the first time I'm hearing about that.
Captiva Island.
Honestly, never heard of it.
It's basically south of Tampa, just west of Fort Myers, and it's basically. Let me see if I can find the house. Oh shit! I found it. It's right.
The white one?
It's this one.
Oh, okay, that's nice. That's big.
It's that one.
Wait, does
the
other one have a tennis court?
Yeah, it has 2 houses. So it has a guest house and the main house, and tennis court, and then it has its own you can walk right out to the beach. It's all private.
That's sick.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be nice and relaxed.
How'd they get in contact for that?
Airbnb.
Okay, that's
but
awesome.
what my dad did is, what you can do apparently with Airbnb is you can try to contact the people individually.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, if you see it's free on Airbnb, if you talk to them without Airbnb, you can probably rent it from them for cheaper.
Yeah,
and that's what he did. He saved a lot of money doing it that way,
okay,
which I actually might pick up that strategy. So if anyone is doing Airbnb, listening to this, you can probably save money if you just go directly through the people because Airbnb charges fees.
Yeah.
So.
Because they always got to get their cut.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we're gonna call it there. Honestly,
call it here.
Yeah.
And we'll see you people again in probably a week.
We'll see you guys eventually. I don't know when, but
okay, at least 2 weeks. Hopefully a week, but honestly, I should do it in a week because I have nothing better to do right now.
Don't quote us on that, okay?
Quote, don't quote. Well, we'll see you again.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Deuces.
Bye.